Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And do we have a special daytime quality check for you? So without further ado, let's get right to it. So all right, we got ourselves a quality check with the brand new Model X refresh. So let's do ourselves a quality check. All right, so first off, we're gonna start off with the left side. And let's take a look at the hood. Taking a look for the left side, at the light, at the front of the vehicle, and on the right side. Taking a look over here at the hood cap. Not bad, not bad. Taking a look at these beautiful wheels. Now let's take a look at the driver's side door. Gap is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Here's a look at the new interior with the yoke. Car's a little bit dirty, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for anything that may seem out of place. So far, so good. I like what I'm seeing. And guess what? Today I brought myself a tape measure. So we're gonna measure any gaps that we think that are a little bit too big, and we're gonna point it out. All right, so far so good, nice and tight, and that's what we wanna see. Okay, so right here, if you look at the gap over here at the trunk, it's right nice and tight. Now if you look all the way down here, you can see how much the gap increases. So let's measure this gap, and Tesla considers 3 millimeters within spec. So let's check out this gap and let's see the size of this. So this gap, I would say it's a little bit within 3 millimeters. So it is fine, but I really don't like it because you can almost fit your finger in there. Let's measure it again. So, actually no, this gap is about 5 millimeters. So definitely have an issue over here. Taking a look at the left side, taking a look at the rear, and you can see how expensive this is. And guess what? This is the Plaid Model X. So, even though you're paying the price for a Plaid Model X, has the quality increased? And I would definitely say no. So now let's take a look at the right side here, and let's measure this gap over here. I've marked it from this here to here as 1 inch. And we're gonna measure to see the gap. Yeah, I would definitely say it's about 5 millimeters. So over here is unacceptable. Over here is nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. Okay, so yeah, definitely have ourselves an issue with this Model X. Yes, and this door is not flush, it's poking out. This door is actually poking out. It doesn't sit flush over here. So multiple issues with this Model X, and it's a Plaid. It's very expensive, and guess what? It gets a fail. Now let's move on. Sorry, that was a Mustang. A little bit too loud there, but let's move on with another Model X, and let's see if we can at least find a better looking Model X. So, all right, guess what? I found another black Model Y with the black interior, and it seems to have the very same spec as the other vehicle. So let's take a look over here. Taking a look at the hood over here, the left side. the left light, taking a look at the front of the vehicle. You want to make sure that the color of the fender matches the hood and the hood matches the bumper. And also, if you choose to get any black vehicle, the first upgrade that you should make is paint protection film, better known as PPF. So this is going to add a layer of protection to your paint, preserve its value, and it's also going to prevent you from swirl marks. Minor accident. I'm not talking about big accidents. I'm talking about minor fender benders. That scratches, you can probably save yourself having to replace and repaint your bumper by just having that protection on your vehicle. It's gonna run you about $4,000 to do the whole vehicle, but if you can't afford that, I strongly suggest that you at least cover the front of the vehicle. And that way, it'll prevent it from rock chips, because this car is definitely a rock chip and bug magnet. So let's move on from the left to the right, and let's take a look here. So the gaps over here is fine. And that's from eyeballing it. I will only measure gaps that I perceive as too big. Okay, so I'll take a look over here in the driver's side door and look at the beautiful interior. You gotta love it. So let's move on to the door right here. And definitely would say that it is flush. Over here, top here, everything looks good. Do like what I'm seeing. And these are the latest builds coming out of the Fremont factory. I haven't yet gotten a chance to see vehicles out of Austin, Texas. So these are only Fremont factory vehicles, and Fremont factory vehicles are the vehicles that are having the most problems. You're not gonna see these problems out of Giga Shanghai, Giga Berlin, and Tesla's latest factory, Giga Texas. So these problems are relating to Fremont factory built vehicles. All right, so looking over here, the gap is fine. Do love what I'm seeing on the left side. Now let's take a look at the left side over here. Beautiful. Let's check the charge port door. Now, okay, let's measure this gap over here. Let's take a look over here and let's see. And yeah, it is about 3 millimeters. So it's within spec. Taking a look at the rear, what you want to do is make sure that you take a look at the left light and of the right light. Take a look also at the spoiler. And now let's move on to the right side of the vehicle. Now let's check this gap over here. This gap, I would say, is also 5 millimeters. So it's not within spec. And you can almost fit your finger in there. So definitely have issues with this right side gap of this Model X refresh. Now, this door, let's check over here. Now let's also measure over here of this gap over here. So yeah, that is about 5 millimeters. So yes, also have another huge gap over here. So this vehicle does have multiple issues, but I would say that it is better than the previous Model X that we just seen. So unfortunately, due to the fact that it has multiple problems, but it is minor, I'm going to be giving it a fail. Now let's move on to our final Model X for the evening. All right, so we have our final Model X for the evening. And this happens to be the gray Model X with the beautiful wheels. And let's take a look over here. And what I definitely like over here is the size of this gap. It's very thin. Looks like it's the best hood that I've seen today. And let's take a look at the left side. Taking a look at the front of the vehicle. Oh, look at this. It's a bug magnet. So highly suggest that you get paint protection film if you plan on taking delivery. Oh, look at this. This hood is just a beauty. Flawless. Great job on the hood and on the front of the vehicle. Tesla. Great job. Okay, this left side door. Beautiful. Beautiful. And remember, after you've done checking the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. You want to check the seats. You want to check the center console. You want to make sure that you have the new AMD Ryzen chip in there. You want to make sure that everything is operational. Check under your seats. Check the side doors. Then after you've done that, check the glass roof. Move on to the back seats. Check the doors. Check the trunk and check the front. Check every single thing. Your visit should not be quick. If you need a checklist, go to www.electricbuyers.com where you can find a checklist for your vehicle. Now let's move on over here to this side of this Model X. Taking a look at the left side over here and of the wheels. Now, so let's measure this gap over here and let's take a look. Okay. So, yeah, okay, this gap, I would say it is within spec. It's about 3 millimeters. Taking a look over here at the lights, beautiful, and it is flush. Also, this is probably the best vehicle that I've seen this evening. This gap is nice and tight, beautiful. Oh, beautiful, this gap over here is nice and tight. This door over here, beautiful. I gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So out of the three, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this a pass. So out of the three, only one of them got a pass. So has Tesla improved the quality? I would definitely say no. But are they headed in the right direction? I would also say no. Because 1 out of 3 are not good odds. So if you're definitely thinking about getting a Model X S3, make sure you do yourself a quality check. Make sure you get yourself paint protection film. Make sure you bring another set of eyes with you during delivery day. Bring a camera, bring a notepad, mark down all its defects. You have a 3 millimeter, which Tesla considers within spec. But here's another thing. If you really push Tesla to fix your vehicle, they will fix your vehicle. So even if Tesla says no the first time, get another opinion, go to another service center and ask them if they can fix your vehicle. Keep pushing it that they fix your vehicle. Don't take no for an answer. All right, so that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day.
Would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.